Hey guys, it's your girl Ellie and I'm back again with another video. This video is going to be my first DIY video here on YouTube. So it's going to be a DIY ring light slash diva light video. So if you want to know how I make this poppin' light, stick around, stay tuned. Hey guys, so for this DIY ring light, you're going to need an LED rod light, wired wreath, cardboard box, scissors, pencil, foil paper, wax paper, zip ties, X-Acto knife, and double-sided tape. So your first step would be to trace the wired wreath onto the cardboard box. We're going to make kind of like a reflector type foil thing so that the light can, reflect off of the foil paper, but we're going to need to cut this out first. This part is the most annoying. Not this part, but the cutting part. You'll see the struggle was real. All right, now the annoying part. I didn't think to use my X-Acto knife at the time, but cardboard and scissors do not go. So this next step is you basically have to cut out your tracing of the wired wreath. I would not suggest using scissors. I would suggest using an X-Acto knife. If you don't have an X-Acto knife, use a knife. But, for the younger people, ask your parents to help you out with this part. Like, don't just, be cutting stuff all over the place. Well, here is where I realized, there has to be an easier way to cut this out. And I remembered that I had an X-Acto knife. So I was like, oh, why didn't I think of this before? So I started using an X-Acto knife, and this was the perfect tool to cut through cardboard. Why didn't I do this first? But anyways, so when you're cutting with an X-Acto knife, make sure you don't do what I did. You actually need to put something underneath it or you'll cut up your floor. I kind of made some slices of the floor, but it's okay. And voila, perfect. Next step is to wrap your cardboard cutout with foil paper. So the foil paper is so that the light that you're making will reflect off of it and give you just a pop and glow. It's so the light can reflect off of it. So the foil paper is a very important step. Don't skip it. And also, I've seen other people make this DIY ring light, and some skip this step of making this reflector cardboard thing, and they put the foil paper directly onto the wired wreath, and I don't feel like that's a good idea. The reason I say this is because you might make a mess trying to poke a hole with the zip ties to get the lights to stay on the wired wreath. And also on the box there's a warning that says don't bunch the lights together and store it away. So I feel like it's a fire hazard and you have to have the lights separate. You'll see in the next future clip. This next step was what I was mentioning. You have to zip tie the LED rod light onto the wired wreath. It's very time consuming, but once it's finished, you'll feel relieved. So here I decided to zip tie my LED lights to the back of my wreath so that it can pop out at me. Once you start making it, you'll see what I'm talking about. But yeah, the wreath wiring helps to keep the LED lights separate because, like I said again, on the warning label it says do not bunch together. So I think you have a good ½ an inch in between each light so that it's not all bunched together, even though it's an LED light. So I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. So the wired wreath has a vertical wire going down, and I kind of just zip tie it to every vertical wire that I land on, if that makes sense. So I don't zip tie it all over, I just zip tie it where the vertical wire is, if that makes sense, just to keep it kind of neat in a way. Okay guys, so this next step is pretty simple. You're just cutting off the excess zip tie ends. You just want to be careful when you're cutting because the ends that you cut will be a little sharp. Just be careful. So as you can see, after cutting off the excess zip tie, that the remaining zip tie is kind of in a straight line. So that's why I follow the vertical wire that's already on the wreath. Next step is to zip tie your wired wreath light onto your foil cardboard, and you're just going to follow the same vertical lines again, just so you don't like have your zip ties all over the light. Like, how are you going to use the light if it's like being blocked by the zip tie? Next step is to cut the ends of the zip ties again. And like I said, still be careful. Don't cut yourself on the ends. Now you're going to cover your new DIY ring light with wax paper that you can get from the 99-cent store. And yeah, this is just to help with the harshness of the light because the LED light can be a little sharp. So this is just to help with that, kind of like dim it down a little. I would suggest using double-sided tape when you're putting on this wax paper, just because this step, if you don't take your time, it can leave your ring light looking kind of messy. So I feel like the double-sided tape helps you to like be more neater with this part. Right, time to test out this ring light. Yes! Look at this light! Oh, yes, yes, yes. So, yeah, let's test it out. So this is with 2 lights on in my room. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Who are you? What can you tell me? Yeah. I'm about to go off. I'm sorry, but I'm gonna flood Instagram. Follow me on Instagram and Snapchat because I'm about to go off. Literally now, too, right after I record this video. What can you tell me? I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you. My light's too loud. Ready? Yes, bitch. Yes. Beat. Like a music video. Sorry. I'm gonna make a stand for this. Yeah, definitely make a stand for this. Just give me a second. But what? Let me turn this door. My videos are about to slay. I'll get this out of my hair. The last step is take some bomb AF selfies, videos, whatever. Slay this light for the light gods. Just do it. Go off. Like, thanks so much guys for watching. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe. See you in my next video.